What's up, guys? Iceman here. So in this video, we're going to talk some about Diablo 4 and some important factors regarding it when it comes to whether or not this game is going to last. You know what I'm saying? Like, in terms of retention time and people playing it. Like many of us know, Diablo 3 has failed in this regard to quite an extent. Even I, the Iceman, played Diablo 3 a lot. I was attempting, anyway, to trick myself into thinking that Diablo 3 was an absolute toad game, but I was a shallow dumbass. I was lying to myself in thinking that it had complexity and depth to it. But fuck that, you know, I don't mean to talk shit this entire video. It's just a side note, but yeah, nonetheless, something that I think is really important for Diablo 4 that I'm not sure has really been authenticated yet or official. Let me know in the comments if it has been, because I really don't know. I haven't been paying too much attention to this shit. But I've heard conflicting things. Stat points. In Diablo 2, when you level up, you get 5 little stat points. You can choose where you put them. In Diablo 2, you have 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 4 different attributes you can choose from, and you have 5 points every time you fucking level up. Another important factor is that it takes for fucking ever to get to 99. Iceman has never gotten to level 99. And I think it's important to set the benchmark there. You know what I'm saying? To have a level where it's a goal that's damn near impossible to achieve. Of course, in this mod path to Diablo, a lot more people get to 99. And on botnet, it seems that only the bots get to 99, because it's damn near impossible. But we get close, right? Like, the closest I've ever gotten, I think, was 93 or 94. It wasn't any higher than that, man. It's a fucking bitch to level up in Diablo 2, but that's what is part of what makes it so toad. Let me know in the comments below if you guys disagree with me on that. If you do, honestly, I think your opinion's fucking stupid. I think your opinion's bullshit if you disagree with that, alright? That's a fucking fact. But let me know in the comments below. If you want to talk shit, if you want to look like a fucking dumbass, let me know. I'm just fucking with you, man. I mean, yeah, sometimes, you know, it's important to hear from the community, alright? I'm pretty fucking sure most of you are going to agree with me on that shit. Not that I give a toad, because I know what's best, right? Y'all got to listen to the Iceman. And become a patron if you want. Good fucking things happen to you when you become a patron. It's cray-cray. It's fucking cray-cray. The great things that happen to your life in your lifetime when you become a patron to the Iceman. Thank you to my patrons for supporting me as you have. May the Creator bless you and keep you. And blessed is he who is not offended by me. Yeah, thank you guys. Well, let's go back to stat points. In Diablo 3, they took that fucking shit away. And I think that was a complete dumbass move. But I know why they did it, and I'm going to tell you. They did it because they were scared. They're like, well, hold on a second. In Diablo 2, if you find an item, it might you might not be able to wear it. Because look, this thing has strength requirement of 113, and this character doesn't have 113 strength. So I think their concern was for Diablo 3. They were like, well, yeah, when people run into this in Diablo 2, they have to make decisions. And they can realize that they've made mistakes. And then they have to think. And they might actually have to assess the situation and make executive decisions. And that's conflicting and hard. And there's our target demographic here that we're looking for, and it's fucking everyone. And everyone includes babies and toddlers. So we don't want the babies and toddlers to run into these conflicting situations where all of a sudden they're just playing the game and they're killing shit like cray-cray, but they find this item and they can't wear it because they didn't happen to put enough points into strength. Because while they were leveling up, they're like, well, I don't need the strength. They're like, I just want to have more life, so I'm going to put it into vitality. But then they get to this point, and the babies might quit if they get here. If they're like, oh, fuck, I can't get any further now, I'm just going to quit. That must be what their concern is, right? It's the only fucking logical explanation. Let me know in the comments below if you guys know anything better than that, but that's what it boils down to. I'm almost fucking sure of it, man. So Blizzard, in their geniusness, they were like, okay, hold on. So we don't want the babies to run into this situation where they realize they've made a mistake, so let's just eliminate the possibilities of things they can make mistakes on. All right? So if they find a fucking item, they can just wear it. As long as they're the required level. Well, at least keep the level requirement in, okay? But yeah, be prepared, man. They might even fucking take that away in Diablo 4. Who knows? If we don't speak out, you know? Like, if they don't hear this fucking shit. That's why y'all's gotta like this video. Because they's listening, man. Some folks say they's listening. And they's gonna be listening if you like the video. And if you share it on their fucking Twitter or something. I don't give a fucking toad. Just do what it takes, man. Do whatever it takes to get these words across, because we want Diablo 4 to be told, right? We want it to be kind of like Diablo 2 in terms of its depth and complexity and decision making. You know, we like it when there's consequences, right? I mean, isn't it fucking okay for there to be a little bit of a challenge? God damn! And no, I don't mean a little bit of challenge that you can just go from Greater Rift 150 to maybe 151 or 152. Who gives a fuck? It's all the same fucking shit. You know what I mean? Like, we want, yeah, complexity and depth and decision-making and consequences for making fucked up, stupid decisions. And we just want to run into shit sometimes or realize, oh, I didn't know this. Now I have to change the way that I think in terms of playing this game and how I level my character. And sometimes I need to save stat points or put this into perspective. Maybe I should start pumping a little bit more into strength, even though I don't really need it just yet. You know, just fucking shit like that, man. It just makes the game playable. Right? Isn't that what we want? Just want the fucking game to be playable for a while. It's 20 fucking years later and we're still playing Diablo 2. God damn! I mean, a couple moddies here and there, you know, it's a little modded right here. I just started playing the modded versions just, I don't know, 1 or 2 years ago. Alright, but yeah, we didn't, yeah, they need to have the fucking stat points, right? Isn't it important to run into fucking items that you can't quite rare because you didn't exactly make the right decisions? Isn't it important to fucking learn? God damn! Let me know in the comments below if you guys agree with me on that. Fuck! It's like a fucking dumbass to get on and play. It's like a fucking button masher. If you don't have stat points, and if you don't have the fucking requirements on items, please let me know in the comments below if you guys agree with me on that. And if you don't, your opinion fucking bullshit. That's the bottom fucking line. But I don't know, man. I mean, become a patron if you want. Link in the description below. You know, we gotta get this fucking word out there, man. But yeah, this ain't all supposed to be about talking shit, right? See? Do I have to talk shit about this? I wanted to show a couple things, Diablo 4. Alright, here, I already talked about this fucking bullshit. I mean, this is just early on. You know, why are the numbers so goddamn high for weapon attack? Excuse my language. And where's the stat points on these fucking items? But nonetheless, I mean, yeah, there's some hope, man. There's some potential. Look at this. The graphics are told. Now, I know some of y'all play Path of Exile. And hey, when I was playing Path of Exile, when the characters run on the screen, I just think it looked fucked up. There's like something off about this shit. He's like standing up too straight or some shit, or the physics are all fucking warped. Who knows, man? There's something fucked up. It might be because they ain't rich as fuck like Blizzard. I don't know. But I mean, at least they got the graphics going, right? But yeah, that only goes so far. In fact, unfortunately, it doesn't go very far at all, but it goes far to some extent. So the graphics are going to be told. And I'm kind of hoping the physics are too. In fact, I think they are, because I've seen some of the videos. Now, physics in terms of character movement, but we don't want it to be like Diablo 3, right? Where the enemies just float off the fucking screen. It's like they're anti-gravity and shit. You know, like watch this. All right, watch Diablo 2. How the enemies die. They don't go flying off the fucking screen. They just fall, or they burn, or they melt. You see this? And that's okay, right? That's okay. We don't need them to fly off the fucking screen! Like the fucking video if you agree with me on that, and let me know in the comments below if you guys are with me on that. It's fun a couple times when they just go flying off the screen, but when you're playing for hours and hours, you don't really need that. You know, it's important to keep some of it grained in reality of what we're familiar with, because Diablo isn't some fucking Space Invaders game, right? You know, Diablo has parallels with the world that we're familiar with, and I think it's safe to say it's okay if this world of Diablo has like the same gravity levels and shit. You know, we don't want to be floating around in fucking space. This is like Earth, you know what I'm saying? It's like right here, man.
Not even death can save you.
And that's told. See, the characters, they don't have exaggerated gear, not big as fuck. You know, things that that just aren't believable in terms of whether or not they could wear these pieces of gear. See, it's realistic. You know what I mean? You know, their proportions are on, it seems. So that's how we like it, right? The enemies don't have to be flying around when you kill them. But yeah, going back, Diablo 4 looks pretty good. I'm going to show you a piece of... See, look at this. These enemies, they just crumble. You know, the skeletons just crumble. You see that? And it makes a character... I know they were like, well, we want the characters to feel super powerful because they're a Nephilim and they have all these powers, so we want the enemies to just go, woo! But that gets fucking old. I think it's told when you can just slice right through them and they just fall dead on the ground. So let me know what your opinions are on that. I'm going to make this rune real quick. There we go. Holy shit, that's a lot of damage. It's more than this one. I don't really need the meditation. It's really the best damage polearm I have right now. So I'm making it for him. A level, what meditation? 12. I think that's minimum. Ranges from 12 to 17, I believe. Alright. But, yeah, we already talked about these unique items. Yeah, I won't talk about them in this video. But the graphics look pretty told. Here's even a little trailer of it. Now, I don't have the audio playing for it. The first part is just some cinematic, but it shows some gameplay. See, watch this. Look at these little fallen guys. See how they just flop over dead. You know what I'm saying? I think that's gold. With most of the enemies. Now let's see what happens in Diablo 4. See all these enemies? How they just fall right over dead, man. But yeah, that's pretty good. And the mounts, that's kind of interesting. Even though folks say it's getting pretty close to being like an MMO. But yeah, it kind of feels like Diablo 3, a lot of this shit. But of course, Diablo 2, I think the backgrounds and stuff are art, and the characters and stuff are made of sprites. So Diablo 4, just like any other game today nearly, they're all completely 3D rendered. Is that right? But check this out. Here's the gameplay. I don't think they fly around as much as they do in Diablo 3. But I mean, they're still like popping, exploding. The gravity seems to be like very low. Like these big enemies that should be heavy are just like floating away when you hit them. So I think that should be worked on a little bit. Let me know in the comments below if you guys are with me on that. It doesn't have to be so damn exaggerated when you kill enemies, right? I like the effects, but they might be going a bit too far with them. Like how they burst into ice. You see that shit? It looks cool, but it might be going just a bit too far, right? Maybe that should be toned down just a little bit. Just the guts and just shit, just like there's a grenade in every single enemy you kill. But yeah, the graphics look pretty damn good. And I like the way the character moves. I think it's believable. It's familiar, I think, with the world that we live in. So, yeah, what needs work, I think, is just to tone it down a little bit with the effects and the explosions and all that shit. Because we know that's how Diablo 3 ended, is just everything's just exploding around you and you can't even tell what the fuck you're doing. You know, that's the biggest issue, I think, is when Diablo 2, when you have an item that procs a certain spell, it's cool. And it's new and it's noticeable. Because everything else isn't just exploding around you already. So you can actually notice when you have an item that hits, that shoots charged bolt. Like 5% of the time on your striking, or something like that, or Frost Nova. You know, 10% of the time of getting hit, you'll cast Frost Nova. Those things are very noticeable when you get them, but in Diablo 3, everything's exploding around you because everything's so damn exaggerated, you can't even distinguish what spells are doing what. And then you start getting all these cool little effects on your gear, but it almost doesn't even matter because visually it all just looks the fucking same. You can't even see a little charged bolt here or there anymore. It's just all blowing up around you. So that's another important factor, I think, of what needs to be addressed. So let me know in the comment section below if you guys are with me on this. And become a patron if you want. Thank you to my patrons for supporting me. Link in the description below. And I'll talk to you all soon. Peace be with you.